guys? Dan the Yankees fan is back with some more MLB 16. Road to the show as Dan Yankee continues his path to the major leagues. Still the San Francisco Giants in the AAA organization. And lately we've been on a tear. We're playing above expectations now. Our average literally went from last episode to 260 to 312. We've hit 6 home runs now, 15 RBIs. We're just beasting on everything right now, so that's amazing. Yeah, I mean, interactions, trade requests did come up. I don't think I want to request a trade yet. I mean, the Giants doing pretty well, too, at 39 and 28. You get a look. We've completed about 3 months now. And have about, I'd say, almost 3 to go. That is, of course, to get called up. We'll have more, and get called down, we'll have less. Alright, so let's play our next game. We'll probably play about 5 games episode. 2, 3. Yeah, maybe. It might just be 3. It might be more like 5. I'm not sure. See, I think so. We're batting 3rd in the lineup. We're alternating between 3 and 4 in the order. So you see our numbers. We're still have a little bit less at-bats in AAA, but our power numbers are definitely down. So, yeah. And our average is definitely down. We had 424 in AA. We were just beasting in AA. It wasn't even fair. AAA, our numbers are still looking really good.
And welcome back, everybody.
So
Matt Vasgersian prepping you for tonight's AAA PCL action. But before we get to the ball game, let's have a look at the Bowman Prospect Spotlight. Dan is our subject, and he's coming off a very nice game in which he racked up 4 hits and just looked dialed in. MLB The Show's coverage of minor league baseball is on the air as we continue our tour around the minor league. Number 2 strides forward with a hot bat in his hands. Great numbers over the past few games.
Then our first one out here, no scoring first.
He's set. Here it comes. Sends that one out of play for strike 1.
Watch out for there.
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. EK, our visitors here as they take the field tonight following a scoreless top half. They come in trying to bounce back from a loss last time out, but they've been in good form lately, 5-2 over their last 7. Rosales. Jarrett Parker set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away. Willis Wolf is into the box for his second appearance. 0 for 1 with a flyout. A double play ball to second. 4, 6, 3, but it's not in time, and the inning will continue. Number 2 will dig in. 0 for 1 here in this one.
The batter, number 2.
First pitch on its way. In there, strike 1. Not much to shout about for either team here as we start the 4th inning, 0-0.
Yeah, I think we kind of knew that pitching might take the upper hand here.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Maybe not to this extent, but both guys have really thrown the ball well.
2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2.
Ball
A little bit off the outside, it's 1-2.
Good changeup right there, down in the strike zone. Definitely the one they wanted to strike him out on, so that's a great job to lay off.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And a splitter swung on and missed that time, and that'll be out number 2. Number 2 will step in now with 3 home in the inning and another 2 men out there on base.
This inning's really starting to unravel quickly from a defensive point of view. This is where you need a nice pop-up in a big way.
Into the seats, 0-1. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. 3 runs already home here.
I don't want to go for 3 so far. I want to get an
And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate.
You got to be careful with that inside location on 0-2. The last thing you want to do is hit him.
Inside with the slider, 2-2. Seems like whatever was working early on suddenly is not working now.
It's almost like he's imploding right before our eyes.
Chop foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. Full count now. 3-2. EK, where are you going now on 3-2?
I still got to work a corner. Not just going to throw it right down the middle and grab a strike. Can't be a giveaway pitch.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So 3 runs on 4 hits here. Number 2 to try again. 0 for 3 with a strikeout thus far.
Well, he's had a rough one at the plate in this one, guys, but here's another opportunity to get something going.
And a dive, but he's back in. First pitch is a fastball inside, 1-0.
Boy, and Mother Nature is letting us have it right now. It's coming down harder than it has all night.
That evens it up, 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. This is pulled into right, and that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. Skipper out of the dugout making the slow trek to the mound. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starters tonight. Jarrett Parker will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
And he'll lunge out of the crouch to put this one away. Good reactions there, and the inning is over. So it's 1 run on 1 hit, no errors. Number 2 will be his first assignment out of the bullpen as he'll stand in with a runner in scoring position at second and 1 away. And he lays off there, 1-0.
You can't worry at all about that runner at second. I mean, his run means nothing. Just go right at the guy at the plate.
That's inside, 2-0.
It looks like he's going to be taken until he gets a strike. Not a bad plan when you're down by 3 in the 9th.
Still no thought of a challenge here as they'll run it to 3-0 now. Green light here on 3-0.
Yeah, I want my run producers swinging the bat. It's my number 7 hitter. Probably not.
And that misses, ball 4. So with 1 out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here. This would get them out of the inning.
This guy's been recently. This is a no-brainer. Take the bat out of his hand any chance you get.
Grant Green will stand in 1 more time, and fortunately for him, he'll get a 5th chance here to extend that hitting streak.
Yeah, he hasn't had the same success the rest of the guys have, but that could all change with 1 swing.
They have 16 hits on this thing.
Now a swing, and he pops him up, and this should do it. Perella is there to make the catch, and with that, the ball game is over.
Well, maybe a little problem is that they wind up having to burn through the bullpen a little bit. 5 pitchers are going to combine to finish off this victory.
Well, the bats were certainly working in this one, but out of everybody, I'd say this man most deserves to be our top player of the game.
Yeah, you see a couple of hits for him in the ball game. This one was tight throughout, but in the end, he really helped lead his guys to this victory.
So that's a wrap here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click on over to theshownation.com. The Chihuahuas win this one 7-4. Good night, everybody.
Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
Like, literally, I've never gotten it. All right, so next game.
Now from your exclusive home for minor league baseball, MLB The Show is on the air. Number 2 gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame.
Yeah, nothing doing so far here. He kind of needs to put up a tough at-bat right here just to make this guy work a little bit.
Fastball runs a bit inside here. It's 1-0. Who pulled the string and had him way out in front. A ball and a strike. Hard hit ball to second. To his right, Weeks. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. We've played an inning. Still 0-0. Justin Brown will dig in for a second time. A strikeout victim opening up the ball game. Trying to strike him out for the second time. To first, right to him. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. No runs on a hit, no errors, and no one left. We'll head now to the home half of inning number. Rodrigo Castillo is at the plate now. Flied out in his first at-bat. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Double play ball to second. 4. He's got it. The second for 1. On to first, and they get them both. Number 2 will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Into the windup and the pitch.
Number 2.
He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. Chopped weakly to the left. Figueroa gloves it. Throw to first is in time for the first out. Number 2 will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, that's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
Drilled on the ground to short. To his right, Rosales. Throw on to first, 2 gone. Number 2 steps in now. Seared down the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Throw over to the bag, and he'll get back in safely.
Why not? Make him get dirty.
I'm so polluted. Boy.
Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. Nobody out. Runner on first. And this one gets away. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. Swinging a ball popped high in the air and heading for foul territory behind first. Perella is over and he puts it away for the first out. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, a real good performance, as you'll see in his final line. He gave him 7 2/3 good innings, and he was definitely the difference in this one.
And 13 runners left.
So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners, Eric. The show's continuing coverage of minor league baseball is on the air. Tonight, the finale of this sport. Stepping in, Justin Brown, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Decent numbers, but nothing amazing for this season.
grounder hit hard down the first baseline. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there's your first out. Number 2 gets his first try now, and he's seen that average climb the last week or so.
Batting third, first baseman.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Reaches out, but he can't get it. It's 0-1. And, Eric, you take a look at our visitors here with the early lead tonight as we play the bottom of the first. They come into this one in... Oh, hang on now. This ball is smoked to right, and I don't think this one's coming back. No chance. It's gone.
And it's a 2-run shot to right field, and that'll give us an early lead.
A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. 7 home runs for him on the year now. As they take the lead, it's 2-1.
424. He's right. Score 2.
This is a situation where you throw a fastball by a guy once, you start thinking, I can do it every time. But once he got a good read on what that thing looked like, he was ready.
Jamal Weeks will stand in here, and like so many others, hitless in the shutout last night.
Yeah, not really a great performance for him yesterday, but that's just part of this ball game. You have to know that those rough ones are going to...
Throw will not be in time at first. A good effort that time, but not enough to prevent them from getting a one-out base runner.
Well, you'll get another look at this. This ball's hit sharply, so it gets on him pretty quickly. He's able to knock it down, but...
Number 2 steps into the box.
Number 2.
And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0.
You know, guys, these hitters have had a good look at that slider so far, and they've been told, let that thing go and wait for something better out over the plate.
Weeks takes it in. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. Striding into the box, Richard Barr. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrating...
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. So nothing happening this time around. Number 2 will dig in. 1 for 2, including a home run thus far.
Yeah, he definitely got a hold of that one earlier. He put a good swing on it.
Nope.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. The pitch count there. 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
2-1 after the foul ball there. Set to deliver on 2-1. Chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. 3rd foul ball in a row, and this is turning into a pretty good at-bat. Here's the pitch on 2-2. And he gets around on one and hits it high and deep to straightaway right. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Hit out towards second. Weeks fields it cleanly. In time to first, and there are 2 away. Willis Wolf will dig in for a 3rd time now. He's popped out and grounded out so far. Bunt attempt with 2 outs.
Get it, hurry.
Throw in time, and the side is retired. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. We'll see 8, 9, and 1 due up in the bottom. Number 2 will stand in here, but before he does, let's take you back to the very first inning. This was a 2-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Swing and a looper to left. Barr coming on. Oh, and this deflects right off him. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run's in to score from 3rd. It's now 6-2.
This guy has certainly been a tough out so far. He follows up that home run from earlier with his RBI.
Oh, yeah, he does.
Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. Grant Green will stand in another dangerous spot here in the inning as this ball game is hanging on the precipice of getting out of hand.
Yeah, I think you have to get this guy if you're going to have any chance of sticking around. Even a single here might put this one out of reach.
Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. Jones scoops it up, throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Starting to run out of innings here as they are unable to cut into the deficit. Jose Perella stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Here it comes on 1-1. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air into foul territory behind first. Number 2 is over, and he's got it for the first out of the inning.
And we get the win. Final score 7-2.
And fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game.
Well, he winds up with 3/4
RBIs. Yeah, we'll play one more before we end off this another episode. This is our second Road to the Show episode today. I don't know. I feel like it today. And we have 1,000 subs, so we can do a pack of the day. Cool. Like, why am I getting that now? Alright. Power against lefties can always go up. So can... Alright, no, we're good for now. How's Brandon Belt doing? Oh, man, he's Brandon Belt. I'm not getting called up anytime soon. Like, how did the Giants get Franco? Oh. Shortstop. And our whole starting lineup is hitting really well, so I can't really move a position. I'm not going to get a trade yet. So, our next game, this will be the last game of the episode. We are at 500. We can move above 500 with a W tonight. So we're 2.5 back out of the PCL, PAC, Northern standings. You can see our numbers there. AA, we were amazing in AA. AAA, still fairly decent numbers. Yankees are still losing 1-0.
Now from your exclusive home for minor league baseball, MLB The Show is on the air. Tonight it's the first of 4 between the Tacoma Rainiers and the Sacramento River Cats. And with that, here's a look at the visitors' starting lineup. What's the key for them to win this series opener, Steve?
This team has to be a small ball team. They're dead last in home runs. They're not hitting the ball out of the yard.
Number 2 stride in now. 2 hits for him, including a home run in last night's contest.
Well, you look for a guy to produce? He's got 9 RBIs in his last 10 games, and he had another good one yesterday as well.
Nowhere close with the fastball to begin the at-bat. It's ball 1. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now.
This is a guy whose numbers are on the rise, and this is a big reason why. 2 close pitches, 2 good takes, and now he's in a great hitter's count, 2-0.
All even now, 2-2.
Come on, Danny.
Throw over to the bag. Don't want to forget about him.
Keeping him close.
Tonight I'm wearing number 2, but some other nights, for some random reason, I'm wearing number 3.
A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. And another foul ball.
That would be so sad.
Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Ledford is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left. Andres Castro will stand in here with 2 on. And now, following the walk and the single, do you get the sense, EK, that they're getting to him just a bit?
Maybe a little. I wouldn't be too worried just yet. He's shown the ability to bounce back.
He's out.
But they will not get them both as he beats out the back end and drives home the run from third.
And third, we're tied.
Number 2 steps in now.
0-1.
And this one gets away.
Gets away. He's going to move into the second. I guess he's off or something.
And he'll make it in easily at second, as I'd imagine that'll be scored a passed ball. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Grounded back up the middle. Throw gets him. 2 down. Jesus Montero will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out. 0 for 2 thus far. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Number 2 will stride to the plate. He's 0 for 2 thus far.
Average down 301. It probably dropped below 300.
Belted high and deep into right center. Ledford ranging back. Still going back. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Nothing across here this half. 5 innings complete.
It kept going.
Andres Castro gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point.
We're down by 2 now in the 7th. Oh, man, I'm 0 for 3. That was close.
To short. Fielded cleanly. Underhanded flip to second for 1. Number 2 gets a shot now with 2 men on and 2 away here in inning number 7. Looking to minimize the damage here. Chopped weakly to the right. He's got it. And he'll just make the tag himself, and the inning is over. So it's 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. Number 2 makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the 9th inning.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for him anymore, but you know what? There's no clock in this sport, and that's for good reason. You've got to fight for all 27 outs.
The 0-1 on its way. And a slider gets away from him here as it just about got him in the ankle. But one thing he's shown so far, he's not afraid to work inside.
Yeah, with that base open right now, you shouldn't have to be afraid. If you do hit him.
Throw on to first, and the ball game is over.
We lose the game mostly because I stink.
Before we take our leave, time for a look at our final line score here in what turned out to be a close 2-run victory. And as we wrap things up here, what do you say we name this guy right here as the recipient?
I gotta stop being so worried about my stupid average anyway. Yankees now down 2-0 in the 8th. US 196.66. Yeah, 294. All right. Still pretty good for those of you baseball noobs, Mitchell. Yeah, so that's it for our road to the show today. But don't go. We have 1,000 subs, and we're gonna open our pack of the day. If we pull a diamond, then if we pull a diamond, I don't know what I'll do. I mean, we won't pull a diamond, so it doesn't matter. But I hope you guys enjoying the road to the show. We do a lot of franchise lately, so I'm like, hey, we'll do a couple road to the shows today. We lost in our franchise game today, actually. Got our butts kicked by the Red Sox, 5-2 or something. You have enough for 1 pack. What are these baseballs? Okay. We're poor, so we don't make any packs. I love 100K. And yeah, I got the Legend Gold Edition. Yeah, we got nothing. Oh, some Brown Curtis Granderson. So excited. The 75 overall swaggy boy, Curtis. Yeah. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this edition of MLB 16 Road to the Show as Dan Yankee continues his path to the majors. If you do, go check out my channel, Dan the Yankees Fan. Like this video and subscribe. Peace.